Eduardo. Okay, we've combined heats 1 and 2 of the 1600, so we'll only have 3 heats, but there's 18 runners in this field, we believe. This heat features Eduardo Gonzalez of Saline Northern, comes in with a seed time of 4:55, and Jose Salgado of Lincoln Park also with a 4:55 seed time. This looks like a cross-country race out there. Those guys running into each other, tripping a little bit. From heat number 1, we've got Billy Toth of Canton, Gage Wheeler, Livonia Franklin, and Kyle Pirelli of Livonia Franklin. We'll try to keep an eye on who's who and get you some splits and other things. Seaholm, that's number 3, and number 7, that's Bernard Ross and Nicholas Brooks of Dakota, passing through the 200-meter mark. We'll get you 400, 800, 1,200 splits, but not 200-meter splits. Field's stringing out quite a bit here down the back straightaway. We're out about 30 meters now, 40 meters, it looks like. And down the straightaway, it's still same except number 6. That's Connor Sickenmill from Grosse Pointe Northern is joined up in the front. From Canton, number 12, he's from the other heat. Number 2, that's Toth. He's now in 3rd. And number 11, that's Devin Stevens of Belleville. Belleville's had some great sprinting results here today. A little bit of a problem with the baton in the 4x2, but otherwise a decent day for them. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7 now out on their own, including Eduardo Gonzalez from Saline Northern. And down the stretch we come. It's the same sort of pack here. I would say number 5 has joined in, and number 1 and number 7. 5 is Joe Ciaravino from Grosse Pointe Northern. There's number 7 again, Nicholas Brooks of Dakota. Number 13, Al Girardot from Birmingham Brother Rice. There's number 10, Joe Veter of Loy Norix. Number 9, Travis Grubb of Loy Norix, and number 15 from the previous heat. Not sure what his name is. Okay, now we have a pack of 4 runners here. 3, 6, 11. That's Bernard, Sickmer, Stevens, and Toth. And at the split, we're 2:26. So just under 5-minute pace by the front 4 there. There's number 13, Girardot of Brother Rice, but still the top 4 are separated. Then there's 2 together, including Gonzalez, Eduardo Gonzalez of Saline Northern. And your leader is still from Seaholm, that's Ross, Bernard Ross, with Toth right on his shoulder. Young runner from Belleville there, number 11 is in there, that's Stevens. Number 6, Connor Sickmiller is running strong. There's number 7 still, is Brooks from Dakota. Number 1, Jose Salgado, not living up to his seed time, but giving it his best. Here's the pack of 4 now. They're going to come through with 2 to go. These guys are going to have 2 to go. It's still Bernard. Bernard and Stevens now has moved up to the front. And there's Toth, and number 6 is falling back a little bit. Sick Miller's falling back just a little bit. There's Dakota. We've got a lot of runners coming through here. Number 6, number 5 from the other heat. Number 6 there is number 5. That's Gage Wheeler from Livonia Franklin. Here's your top 3 are together now. Sickmiller's dropped off, but Toth on the outside now. He was in the slowest of the sections, but now he's gone to the front. He's gone to the lead here with a lap to go. About 4:15 with a lap to go. He's going to have a personal best possibly. Certainly going to better his seed time. His seed time there was 5:08. He's definitely going to crush that. He's taken the lead here from Stevens of Belleville and our early leader, Bernard. But here comes Belleville, number 11. That's Devin Stevens. Is there going to be room on the track? I'm not sure. Toth with the win. Stevens with second. Really nice race. That's Toth from Canton. He takes it. Here's number 7 that's Brooks from Dakota. Still no winning time yet. There's Walled Lake Central, number 14. That's Jared Hill. There's Eduardo Gonzalez. Heat number 2 is on the track now, so we've got a couple Utica guys coming in. That's number 6 and number 9 from the previous heat, Poindexter. Okay, we've got our order of finish, but no times at the moment. Here's our winner. That's Toth of Canton, 4:46.67. Very nice time today.
Yeah, please keep the track clear.
Really nice time. Now heat number 2 is on the track. It's in the program as number 3. We've got 14 runners in this heat and 14 runners in the final heat, the fastest heat. We got freshman sensation Evan Kirchner here running for Saline Northern with a seed time of 4:55. He had a pretty good indoor season. There's Sean Dew, number 12, running for Saline. He's registered at a 4:53.69. He's a senior. And position 3 is Colin Burnett from Saline. He's registered at a 4:44 seed time. You guys. Got a little bit of a delay here, a little bit of break in the action. There's so many runners in that heat, hard to figure out. There was 3 runners there, all coming in at the same time. Stop it. Here we go with heat number 2 of 3, boys 1,600-meter run. We'll set the field once the runners are underway here. Got 15 runners in this race. And we're underway. We've got Forsytec of Lake Orion, Jonathan Crowell of Defiance, Colin Burnett of Saline, Jack Halpin of Birmingham Seaholm, Alex Skender of Birmingham Seaholm. Matawan has Benny Richardson and Joel Huell. Catholic Central has Brian Clarkson and Scott Smith. Walled Lake has Austin Murray. I'm not sure which Walled Lake. Tom Walkinshaw from Canton. Sean Dew of Saline. Stephen Young of Seaholm. Evan Kirchner of Saline Northern. And there's my answer. Number 10, that's Walled Lake Western in second position here. Kirchner at the back, running a little bit more of a controlled race perhaps than the others. But down the back straightaway, we've got 2 Catholic Central runners here sporting, at least for the day, their new uniforms. They have sideways stripes, sort of like a jail stripe. That's Matawan out in the lead. That's hip number 7. That's Joe Huell of Matawan. There's Burnett, number 3 on the outside. There's number 11, Walkinshaw of Canton, 69 or so at the 400-meter mark. That's just under 440 pace.
Okay, gentlemen, 14, double C odd number.
Burnett in second. That's Canton there in first. That's Walkinshaw, your leader. Burnett there in second. The runner from Walled Lake Western, Austin Murray there in third. That's Defiance, number 2. That's Crowell. 2 Catholic Centrals and another. That's Richardson of Mattawan, 146 or so as they go through 600. There's Kirchner rounding out the field, and a Grand Blanc runner. I'm not sure who that is.
3 guys. 1 call and 2 right. 2 call, 1 right. They couldn't keep up. They're coming across so fast. We started going to bid like 680 perfect bid number and getting school colors. We got it all right. You know, I mean, it's crazy. The next 10K was done. We had them all perfect. Biggest accomplishment ever.
Here we are at 800 meters. It's still Canton, your leader there in 220. That's number 11. That's Walkinshaw. Sean Dew for Saline running strong. There's Seaholm, number 5. That's Skinder from Seaholm. Kirchner's moved up a little bit. He's come off the caboose position and moved up just a touch. He had a pretty good indoor season, especially for a freshman. He was a 1653 freshman in cross country, so he's looking pretty good. We have a new leader. That's from Defiance. That's Crowell, and that's Burnett on his tail. Here's number 10, Murray of Walled Lake. Walkinshaw has dropped back to 4th now. Kirchner crossing the line. Still not that far back, but he is all alone. That's the problem. He's out in no man's land. Nobody close by, front or behind him. He's about 20 meters off the back of that 3-man group, which is about 25 meters off the front group. Sean Dew now is latched onto the back of that group and appears to be moving up, although Burnett is still at the front here with the Defiance runner, Crowell. 3:35, that's a 75. Burnett is taking the lead, much to the delight of his Saline teammates there. He's pushing the pace like he should. There goes Kirchner. Here's Grand Blanc.
Hey, Chad. He's in this seat. Yep.
Not sure who that Grand Blanc runner is. I know it isn't Drake Gauthier. 4:11 at the break. The Detroit Catholic Central guys have moved up nicely. Sean Dew giving chase. Walkinshaw, unfortunately, falling behind. There's number 5, Skinder from Seaholm. Number 13, Stephen Young from Seaholm. There's Kirchner. He's picked off yet another runner. That's Hool of Manhattan that he's passed, but into the home straightaway here. Unless a disaster happens, Burnett is going to win his heat, it looks like. 4:37 at the moment. Just going to miss a regional qualifying time, but that bodes well for the future there. 4:42 with a 67 he closes in. Mattawan in second. That's Richardson. That's Crowell from Defiance. Austin there. Austin Murray from Walled Lake. The 2 Catholic Central runners, Brian Clark and Scott Smith, round out the scoring in this heat at least. There's Kirchner right at 5 minutes.
Please keep the track clear.
I just want to watch.
All right, heat number 3. Headed onto the track for the boys. Lucas Arrivo, Costa Willett, Drake Gauthier, Dan Sims, Nick Knowles, Mickey Davey, Garrett Wiles, Robert Pennington, Max Rogowski, Matthew Paul, DeCaria Freeman, Colin Kautz, Andrew Laurent, Ian Demrose. Those are the kids you'll see in this race. I'm sure you recognize many of those names either from a DMR or 4x8 earlier.
Even number, ladies. Even number. Okay? Come over here in order.
Dan Sims getting out very quick for Northville. He ran a tremendous anchor leg of the DMR earlier. Just ran out of room trying to hunt down the boys from Saline. Drake Gauthier from Grand Blanc running second. Arrivo of Pioneer in third. Pennington, Knowles, all right there together. Brother Rice and Northville jerseys look remarkably similar. I'll do my best to keep them separate. Sims still leads. $64-65 for Sims. Nice train of kids behind him. Arrivo, number 2. Drake Gauthier, number 3. Pennington now moving outside. Defiance runner. That's Garrett Wiles. He's moved into the 3rd position. He's ahead of Drake Gauthier from Grand Blanc. Sims will be attending MSU in the fall. One of the few seniors, actually, in this race. Arrivo, a junior. Knowles, a junior. Pennington, a junior. Gauthier, a junior. Sims, Arrivo, Wiles from Defiance. Gauthier moving outside. He does not like trailing. Gets a little bit physical, which a lot of these kids are not used to. It's a long race. Don't want to be getting in a fighting match with someone to make this mile even harder than it already is. Pace is slowed down just a little bit. 2:12, 2:13, 2:14. For Sims, Arrivo, Wiles from Defiance. Costa Willits currently in 4th. Pennington, Gauthier, Nick Knowles, Mickey Davey all together in the chase back. Group of 4 starting to pull away, though. That's Sims, Arrivo, Wiles, and Costa Willits. Costa will be going to U of M, as was mentioned earlier. I'm sure that he would like nothing better than to beat his future MSU rival, Dan Sims, in this race. Costa takes 3rd. Sims, Arrivo, Willits. Arrivo starts moving outside. Looks like he wants to press his pace just a little bit. Willits is going to follow him. Race is really starting to string out. Davey from Warren De La Salle making a great move to try to get into that pack of 4 guys. Pennington of Brother Rice right on his shoulder. Sims still leads. 3:23 through that 1200. Costa boxes his teammate in just a little bit while Arrivo tries to go around. If they're going to make their move, they need to seriously think about it. Wiles from Defiance is going. And he's racing Sims now. 2nd position. Arrivo still 3rd on the inside. Willits falling off just a little bit in 4th. Pennington in 5th. Davey in 6th. And Nick Knowles in 7th. Sims leads. Gun lap 346. 356. We'll see what they have in the tank. Costa's going for it. Sims has got a great kick, though. Costa's right next to him. Not sure Arrivo's got enough in the legs. He needed to make his move just a little bit sooner. Sims, Costa, MSU, U of M, Northville, and Pioneer. Sims will take it. 4:24, 4:25. Arrivo, 4:26. Wiles from Defiance, 4:31. Pennington, Davey, Knowles. Andrew Laurent, Lake Orion. Max Rogowski from Plymouth. Ian Demrose of Macomb, Dakota. Matthew Paul of Plymouth. And Drake Gauthier.